Hello friends, in this clip you'll discover something important about love, life, and the way we connect with others. Why do we fall in love with the wrong person? It's a question that has haunted so many of us, a silent echo in the deepest corners of the heart. Sometimes we find ourselves asking why we gave our soul, our energy, our trust, to someone who didn't value it, why we held on to a relationship that hurt us, why we ignored the red flags, why we believed that love could change someone who didn't want to change. From the very beginning, this story feels like a mystery, like a puzzle of emotions that can consume us. And that is why if you stay with me until the end of this reflection, you might discover something about yourself, about love, and about how to transform the pain of choosing the wrong person into a lesson that makes you stronger, freer, and closer to the love you truly deserve. Because the truth is, falling in love with the wrong person is not a curse. It is not a mistake that defines you. It is a step in the journey of discovering who you are and what you need. Sometimes, the wrong love shows you the way to the right love. But before we get there, let's go deeper into the reasons, the emotions, the hidden desires that make us vulnerable to people who are not right for us. Stay with me, because the more you understand this, the more you will be able to break free from the cycle and heal. We often fall in love with the wrong person because of timing. Have you ever noticed how sometimes, the heart doesn't choose what's convenient, it chooses what feels familiar? If you grew up with emotional wounds, with absence, with rejection, with criticism, you may unconsciously be drawn to people who recreate that dynamic. It's not that you want pain, it's that pain feels familiar. The mind tells you it's dangerous, but the heart confuses familiarity with love. That's why we end up giving our affection to those who cannot reciprocate it, or worse, to those who hurt us. We look for healing in the same kind of wound. And this truth is hard to accept, but it is also liberating, because once you see it, you can start to break the cycle. Ask yourself now, am I falling for someone because they truly nourish my soul, or because they trigger an old wound I haven't healed yet? That reflection alone can change your story. And if this resonates with you, keep listening, because the answers you're looking for might just be hidden inside your own heart. Another reason is that many times we confuse intensity with love. The wrong person often brings us fireworks, excitement, adrenaline, drama. They make us feel alive, but also unstable. And for many people, that roller coaster feels like passion. But passion without peace eventually burns you. True love is not supposed to feel like a constant storm, it's supposed to feel like a safe harbor. Yet, so many times, we reject peace because it feels boring, and we chase storms because they make us feel something. This is why so many people let go of the ones who would have given them stability, and instead choose the ones who offer chaos. But chaos cannot sustain a soul. And if you've lived through this, you know that after the storm comes emptiness. That is why understanding this difference is so important. The wrong person teaches us what we should never again confuse with love. We also fall in love with the wrong person because sometimes, deep inside, we don't believe we deserve better. Low self-esteem, lack of self-love, insecurities. They whisper lies in your ear. This is the best you'll get, don't ask for more, don't be too demanding. And so we accept crumbs when we deserve the feast. We accept half commitments, lies, disrespect, because a part of us is afraid of being alone. But here's the truth, being alone is not the enemy. Being alone is the stage where you rebuild yourself, where you learn to love your own company, where you discover your value. And once you see your worth, you will never again settle for someone who doesn't see it. That is why self-love is the foundation of every healthy relationship. If you want to stop falling for the wrong person, you must first fall in love with yourself. But let's go deeper. Sometimes, we fall for the wrong person because we want to fix them. We see their potential, we imagine who they could be, we think our love will heal them. And while love can inspire, it cannot transform someone who is not ready to change. Falling for potential is one of the most painful traps, because you are not loving the person in front of you, you are loving an illusion. And illusions always break. To love someone is to see them as they are today, not as who they could be tomorrow. If who they are today doesn't give you peace, then you are not with the wrong person because they fooled you, you are with the wrong person because you fooled yourself with expectations. This truth hurts, but it also liberates. And then comes the question, How do we heal after realizing we fell for the wrong person? The first step is to stop blaming yourself. You are not weak, you are not foolish, you are human. Everyone, at some point, has loved the wrong one. And instead of seeing it as wasted time, see it as training for your heart. That pain is not punishment, it is preparation. The wrong person teaches you to recognize the right one. The betrayal teaches you to value loyalty. The absence teaches you to cherish presence. The disrespect teaches you to demand respect. Every wound becomes a map that guides you forward, if you allow it to. Healing also means forgiving yourself and, eventually, forgiving them. Forgiveness doesn't mean what they did was okay. Forgiveness means you will not let their actions poison your soul anymore. It means you choose freedom over resentment. Because the truth is, holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to suffer. Let go. Your heart deserves peace. And here is where the hope enters. Falling for the wrong person is not the end of your love story. It is just a chapter. The right person will come when you have learned enough from the wrong ones. The right person will not require you to shrink yourself, to beg, to suffer. The right person will make you feel safe, respected, desired, and free. And until they arrive, you can already start living that truth within yourself. Because the love you give yourself sets the standard for the love others give you. So, if you are listening right now and you have suffered from falling for the wrong person, don't lose hope. Don't believe the lie that love is pain. Love is not pain, wounds are pain, illusions are pain, betrayal is pain. But real love is healing. Real love is peace. Real love is growth. And you deserve that. You deserve a love that doesn't hurt. You deserve a love that doesn't make you question your worth. If this message touched you, stay with me until the end, because I want you to take this with you. Every wrong love you lived was shaping you into the person who will recognize the right love when it arrives. And if you believe in that, then you will never again see your past as wasted, but as necessary. That's why I invite you to share this reflection, to subscribe if you want more truths like this, and to keep walking with me on this journey. Because we are not here just to survive love. We are here to transform through it. So the next time your heart asks why you fell for the wrong person, answer with courage. Because I needed to learn something about myself. Because I needed to grow. Because I deserve better. And with that answer, let go of the pain, and open the door to hope. Because your story is not finished. The right chapter is still waiting. And I promise you this, one day, when you look back, you will see that falling for the wrong person was not your downfall. It was your awakening. And in that awakening, you will finally find the love that feels like home.